Well, the key messages for us is, in fact, it's one message with a combined structure. So basically we are highlighting sustainable solutions in durable water repellents as a replacement for PFAS containing products. And on the other hand, we are promoting a new range of flame retardant products to be countering the problems regulatory with bromine and antimony. And that whole, we combine that with compliancy check. So we're not only really promoting the product as such, but we're also a sort of consultant for customers on a compliancy, because that's what they need in nowadays market. The things which are from a regulatory effect, we see that historically in Europe and the United States, that the regulatory pressure is the highest, but we see more and more countries following this. We had, for instance, a European REACH. There is now a Korea REACH. Turkey is working on a REACH. So all those regulations become more strict and strict. Then you see the big PFAS regulations, which are there in the United States and in Europe, where a big struggle is, of course, is that PFAS from an environmental standpoint of view is not good, but from a technical standpoint of view it's fantastic. So one of the big struggles of the whole industry is, how do we get oil repellency? Because that basically is not present in the modern alternatives. So that's really a technical struggle. Again, I would focus here on a system with PFAS-free. One of the challenges is upholstery fabric, where of course stain care or stain release is extremely important, because you don't want to have spots on your couch when you're spilling coffee or tea, or your kids spill mustard or ketchup from a hamburger. You want to take that away. With the old chemistry that was relatively easy, with the new chemistry that was a challenge. And TANATEX really focused on getting new applications there, a new way of dealing with the durable water repellents, where we now have a system which is not only extremely good and up to the old levels of stain care, but also a sprayable solution, so that you can also, in a sort of aftercare treatment, you can still use it. So that's a huge step forward, and something where I think the industry 2 years ago would not have thought that would be possible. Okay, TANADY concept is a concept where we try to reduce the processing time in all kind of dye processes. It could be polyester, that could be polyamide, could also be cellulosics. Most of our concepts are based on the famous mineral technology by TANATEX. So we use basically clay as a textile auxiliary. And with this clay we are able to combine several functions of old chemistry in one. So we have scouring and washability is in there. We have lubrication. And because of this combined effect, we are also able to let the customers run on a lower liquor ratio. This means basically that you are reducing your amount of water, and by reducing your amount of water, you also reduce your amount of energy that you are needing to do the dyeing. And with classical systems that's not possible, because if you reduce your liquor ratio, you start damaging your fabric much more and more. And with this standardized system, we can, even at very low liquor ratios of 1:3 or 1:5, we still have perfect quality of the fabric. So we have a shorter time with less water, with less energy, up to, I would say, 50% reductions, but typically we see something like 20 to 30% reductions, and at least with the same fabric quality. That's an important topic. I think one of the challenges is all the time, certainly with the wars of the last years, is that the whole system of where is textiles produced is shifting all the time. Countries which were strong in a certain pace can be having difficulty in the next years. And that's one of the challenges also for us, because we have to follow that. Next to that, the regulatory effects will be increasingly more, because this is driven by consumers. Consumers are more conscious about their safety, about their health, and they want safe processes, but in the end they want to have safe textiles. So that's the challenge that we have as a textile industry, and in more particular the chemical industry who is serving the textile industry, and we really need to follow this. And it's really my firm belief is that all those challenges which we always see and we think we cannot solve them, but human beings are very innovative and creative. And when it's needed, we will come up with a solution. And TANATEX shows already that we are doing that. So I'm fully convinced for the future there.